Hello and welcome everybody to another Arena Cubedraft video. I'm paulcheon, and yeah, you know what? We did one Cubedraft and we had some success with a nice control deck, and I kind of want to run it back. Just another Cubedraft. After this, we're going to be moving into, of course, the early access event for Omen Paths or Spider-Man or whatever set you want to call it, but that should be really, really exciting. But for now, let's hop into another cube draft and see if we can draft something sweet. Now, before we hop into this cube draft, I just want to say that this video is brought to you by TCGplayer.com. Go to TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want to pre-order some booster boxes of Spider-Man or you wanted some singles for your standard, modern, or pioneer decks, check out TCGplayer.com and make sure you hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Also, go to HeavyPlay.com for all your Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories needs. HeavyPlay.com is the place to go to for deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more. Go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They're also going to be at MagicCon Atlanta, so swing by their booth, tell them Paul sent you for 10% off in person as well. Alrighty. What are we going to open? Is there an alchemy card? Usually alchemy cards are busted. What stands out to me? We got a fetch land here, although it's a red-green fetch land. I'm wondering if I should maybe just try to draft something that's a little bit different here. Sheoldred is just a totally fine card to play for just kind of a quote-unquote vanilla card. I don't love the Gilded Goose. It's just not a consistent enough mana creature for me. Yeah, this is a fairly weak pack overall. And if I want to do something a little... I mean, this is a very weak pack. You know, let's take a Sheoldred. I know it dies to removal, like that's the argument you can use, but it is a pretty good card. So let's go ahead and take it here and see where this goes. Pack 1, pick 2. I do really like Meringue River Regent. This is just, you know, you use it to draw cards. In the late game, it's a giant creature that can close out the games, get you some tempo back. Cards like Nowhere to Run are highly replaceable, and I can get them later. And Scavenger Regent also, I think, is fairly weak. If I wanted to go really aggressive, I could take like Hired Claw and Bloodtithe Harvester and draft more of a mid-range deck. But I don't know if I necessarily want to start there. And I do think Meringue River Regent is better than Intrude on the Mind. So let's take that here and see where this goes. Blue-black again. Well, look, we first picked the Sheoldred. Also, if like the control cards aren't flowing, we can certainly move into a different direction if we see that in the packs. Oh, Tamiyo. I mean, Tamiyo is awesome. So is Emerald Collector. Both of these cards are very good. Fetch lands are okay. What do you... So, 2 mana for a 1/2. When this deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. When you draw your third card in a turn, get a Mox Emerald. So really good with card draw effects. I feel like Tamiyo is still probably better. This is just a premium 1 mana threat. Like, you play this, you attack, and you draw cards. Like, not too much more you can ask for an effect like this. Pack 1, pick 4. What do we have? Leyline Binding, Marsh Flats can be okay. There's Undercity Sewers, which is a nice land in our blue-black shell, but I really do like the Nightclub Bouncer. Like, this is just a really, really good way to get tempo back, and when you bounce something, it makes it cost 2 more mana, which I do think is quite relevant, so I'm going to take the Bouncer here. Look, it's an Alchemy card. It's a good Alchemy bounce card, but noting that, you know, we got 2 4s and a Meringue River Regent, so, you know, later on, if we do have the option between something cheaper and something a little more expensive, if it's close, I'm going to go with the cheaper card, of course. Now, black doesn't necessarily feel super open, so happy to go into a different second color if we see something that looks exciting. All right, Chrome Mox. That's an interesting one. There's Brainstorm. There's Flame Slash. There's Gonti. I don't really love Gonti. Zagoth Triumph is also just okay. I actually think Brainstorm is really, really good in this cube. So normally it's not that good because fetch lands are so highly contested, but there's like a million fetch lands in this version of cube, which then makes the value of the Brainstorm go up, in my opinion. So I think I'm going to take that. It also works well with Tamiyo as a nice way to flip this easily. So let's go ahead and take that here. It's a nice little cheap interactive spell as well. Pack 1, pick 6 gives us, all right, Journey to Nowhere. Nantuko Slicer is a very good alchemy card. Larcenist is just okay. But then there's also still some good blue cards. What does this one do? 1 mana for 1/2 flyer. When this creature attacks, a random land in your library perpetually becomes a basic land in addition to its other types and gains when this land enters, draw a card. I don't actually love this card. It's like so random. So here I'm looking at House Meld or Phantom Interference. And I do think House Meld is a really good removal spell, but this is exactly what I was talking about previously, where I think it's kind of close, and I think House Meld might be a slightly stronger card, but I'm more interested in good, cheap interaction. So I'm going to go with the Phantom Interference here as a nice 2-mana removal spell, or 2-mana counter spell to go in this deck. Pack 1, pick 7. Yeah, really not getting a ton of black here. There is a Murderous Cut, which is just okay. Chromehost Seed Shark is also just fine. I do think Illuminating Lash is really good, and I don't think I'm going to miss out on the Chromehost Seed Shark too much. So I'm wondering if I should just take this and consider moving into blue-red. I do like blue-red a lot for what it's worth. And I'm not going to play like Spell Snare. It's a little too conditional as a counterspell. I think it's close. But I just... Illuminating Lash is such a fun card that I'm going to take it here. Oh my gosh, this is, in my opinion, one of the best alchemy cards. This card's insane. Like, I already like Venser a decent amount. Compare this to Nightclub Bouncer, by the way. This is a 4-mana 4/2 flyer. Ignore the bargain part. It's a 4-mana 4/2 flash flyer that bounces a spell that your opponents can play. This card's amazing. Somehow people just disrespecting the blue. Disrespecting the blue altogether. Here we have Ill-Timed Explosion, Hedge Maze, Opt, and Spara's Headquarters. I don't really care too much for this Opt, I don't think. I don't know if I care for these lands, but I just feel like in this version of Cube, I'm always going to have enough playables. I'm going to take the Headquarters because it gives me the most flexibility in terms of fetch lands and colors. So, like, I know I'm not red, I'm not green or white, but it just felt like the most open land to take there. Like, I'm giving up on a lot of middling picks that would be okay in my blue decks for potentially picks with higher upside. All right, pack 1, pick 10 gives us Nowhere to Run and Intrude on the Mind. I don't really care about these red cards. Red aggro is obviously open. I don't think Kiora is very good. I don't actually love Intrude on the Mind. I just think it's kind of expensive. I'm going to actually take Nowhere to Run here. I think Shieldred's a better... I mean, Shieldred and Illuminating Lash are very close, but I'm going to take the Nowhere to Run in case I end up in blue-black. Here, there is Inferno Titan or Twin Maw Stormbrood. I think I'm going to take the Twin Maw Stormbrood as a cheap interactive spell. I don't think Spyglass Siren is particularly good. And if I do end up with a mana base that lets me splash white, I can occasionally cast the Twin Maw Stormbrood. Here, I'll take a Blood Crypt in case we go full Grixis, right? That can also be a nice thing. So one thing is certain, we are blue, and then we have to figure out our second color. That is a really late Flame Slash, and I think it's a really good removal spell. Zagoth Triumph is obviously very good if I do end up in blue-black, but certainly seeing a lot more red, I think, than black. So I think blue-red's probably where I want to go. Let's take the Unholy Heat over Lightning Strike, and yeah, I mean, look, like, we just got a ton of good late interaction here for blue-red, so it feels like, you know, good cheap interaction. And then now, given that I picked up all this cheap interaction here, right? Like, I am certainly interested in, now I can afford to take more expensive cards here, given that our curve is looking a lot better. Ambassador of Evendo. Whenever land you control enters a random land card in your library, gains this land becomes tap, draw a card. Don't care about that. Mind Security, what do you do? How much time do I have? 40 seconds? Okay. 2 mana for 3/1. When this enters, conjure a card named Flametongue Kavu on the top 8 cards, and it's free. Okay. What does Dragon Typhoon do? Whenever you cast a dragon or non-creature spell, draft a card from Dragon Typhoon. I guess that's cool with dragons, but this pack is quite weak. There's just nothing good in blue or red that I want. I think I'm just going to take Polluted Delta here. There's also Flooded Strand. Which might be better with Twin Maw Stormbrood. Yeah, I'm going to take Flooded Strand over Polluted Delta. I just don't think I'm going to play the black. And then this works with... I mean, I guess Bar's Headquarters works with either. But it feels like blue-red is more likely where we should be here. There's a Damnation in this pack. There is a Midnight Clock and an Unnerving Grasp. Enduring Curiosity can be okay, although right now this is not looking like a great Enduring Curiosity deck. I do like Unnerving Grasp a fair amount. It's just a really good tempo card, and I felt like a decent amount of people, like, this is just a very flexible card, fills up your graveyard too. There's some Delve cards that also matter. Not super into Mishra's Bauble. I know Luis loves this card. Well, it's like 0 mana, but you know what? Artifacts is not a thing you can do in this format. All right, I'm going to take Unnerving Grasp here for just more decent interaction here. Pack 2, pick 3 gives us... Don't really care about Silent Hall Creeper. There's a bunch of black cards. I mean, Toxic Deluge is an interesting one to splash, but there's still plenty of decent cards for a blue-red deck. I am looking for some card draw now, so Brain Surge is really interesting here, and I think I'm going to take it, and I feel like I'm just going to get, like I said, I'm going to get more fetch lands later, and cards like that Burst Lightning, we're certainly going to get for basically free later. I really like Brazen Borrower, so I'd be shocked if I take something over it. I just think it's a really good card. Bounce is nice, and having a nice evasive flyer is also nice. I also have it like 4 red-based removal spells, and there's not a lot of good artifacts that you need to kill with a Braid anyways. So let's go ahead and take Brazen Borrower here. Oh, I like Quantum Riddler. I just want to take it. But man, this pack is really good. There's a Scalding Tarn too, but again, like I said, I don't prioritize those too highly. There's also Mind Stone, which is really good. There's Agent of Rafine, which is really annoying, but it is quite slow. I'm not actually sure how good this card is. You know, this is just a fun pick. I'm gonna take the Riddler. That was definitely a fun pick. Like, it was probably correct to take a good, cheaper card, but I'm a really big fan of this card. But I feel like Scalding Tarn or Agent of Rafine or even Mind Stone may have been the better option there. This deck doesn't care about just like a random giant flying dork. I'll take Lelia, but this is probably not a good Lelia deck. Ooh, I really like Corey Steelcutter though. I think I'm going to take it here. We have enough cheap spells here that actually makes this pretty solid. And it's I just, you know, in a blue-red spells deck, I think this is good. Now, obviously, if I took something cheaper, this would have been even better. But you know what? I don't know. What do you think? I mean, this is like the best Mole Drifter ever. You warp this in, late game, you play it. I mean, it always replaces itself. I just think this is a really, really good source of card advantage. But I totally understand the thought process of wanting to play something cheaper. Like, I just don't know. Would you have like the Agent of Rafine there or Mind Stone? Here, this is quite a bad pack. I don't think I want to splash No More Lies. I mean, this pack is just... I guess I'll take Bitter Triumph. That's like the most likely card to splash. Here, there's a Mind Security and a Goldspan Dragon and Dragon Typhoon. I don't think I want to play Dragon Typhoon. I don't think I want Mind Security. I guess I'll take Goldspan Dragon, but again, probably not looking to play it. There's a Tome of Gadwick, which I don't think is great here. I'll take Enduring Curiosity. I mean, there's a shot this ends up being playable. Okay, Burst Lightning or Repeal. I'm going to take Burst Lightning just because I have the Corey Steelcutter. And this lets me just more proactively turn this on. But now we have like we are good on cheap removal. We have 5 good cheap removal effects. Also, I have 4 bounce effects. So like Repeal is like a relatively inefficient one. So I just don't need more effects like that, I don't think. Here, I mean, if it's best of 3, like Sunspine Links, you could consider. I'm going to take Royal Eruption, but probably not going to play it. Swiftspear's Teachings, I will play though. And Ureni. I don't know. I guess there's a world where you can splash that. And okay. All right, pack 3, we have Expressive Iteration and Steam Vents. Steam Vents are the cards that stand out to me. Feels... You know what? I think I need to take the first Steam Vents here. Let's lock this up. This makes any like blue fetch land into a blue-red land. So I just think it's important to pick up here. And we are not short on good playable cards, so I'm interested in making my mana good here. And for that reason, I'm going to take Wooded Foothills as well. Exclude is fine, but I think I just want the Wooded Foothills. The question is, do I play the Spara's Headquarters as a land that I can fetch that lets me play the Twin Maw Stormbrood? Maybe. All right, Molten Impact is quite good. There's also Malcolm. There's also Ragrin Triumph. A lot of good options. And Ugin. The thing is, I don't really think I need Molten Impact just because I have so many kill spells already. I love Ugin. Just in general. I just think it's such a good Planeswalker. I mean, I'm a sucker for Ugin. Although, to be fair, this feels more like a Malcolm deck. No, I gotta take... This is more of a Malcolm deck, let's be real. Let's take the Malcolm. Like, my curve is kind of bad, too. I just think Malcolm just goes super well. Like, Malcolm also works well with Tamiyo. I just think it's a good addition to this style of deck. All right, here we have Elegant Parlor. It's always nice to have one of these lands. There's a Bonnie Paul on a splash, but I don't think I care about Bonnie Paul on a splash. So, again, given that I have enough playables, why don't we just take the Elegant Parlor here? Just to make my mana better. And Surveil lands are always welcome in this type of deck. Here I'll take a Thundering Falls, I think. Again, just more good mana. Probably can just cut the Spara's Headquarters now, right? Like, both of my fetch lands gets Elegant Parlor. And so, Spara's Headquarters certainly seems... And you don't want like a million tap lands. So this seems like the worst option. Unless I get a different fetch land. But now we made our mana significantly better. So I'm happy about that. I can get a second Steam Vents or like a Tishana's Tidebinder. I'm gonna go with Steam Vents. Like I said, just like the playable count is not going to be that big of an issue. So let's just, you know, make sure we just have rock solid mana. All right, we are a blue-red deck with a potential splash for white. You know, getting another white card here would actually not be bad. I don't like Magmatic Hellkite. There's nothing really here for us, so I guess I'll take a Sacred Foundry and then see if we get a white card. If not, that's fine too. Oh, I do like Saiba Siphoner. Oh, Impetuous Lootmonger. Never mind, never mind. The Lootmonger is awesome. 2-mana creature. Anything with Heist is busted. So I'm going to take that here. Lightning Helix versus Atali. I don't really need a Lightning Helix effect. I have enough red burn spells. But this is not really a deck that cares about Atali either. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 23. Okay. Yeah, like I can just play all of these cards and still have a totally fine deck, right? Granted, I don't necessarily want to play all of these cards, so we'll see what happens. Here there's a Rabble Master and a Plasma Bolt. Don't really care for either. What did I take? A red-green. This is in case Bonnie Paul tabled, but it didn't. Here we have an Arid Mesa versus a Molten Impact. I'll take Arid Mesa. Oh, there is the Bonnie Paul. I mean, it is not a bad top-end card. And there's just no world where I'm taking Cryo Shatter. Forsaken Cross. Okay, our mana just became amazing in this pack, by the way. I'm not playing Stadium Headliner ever. Alright. As far as our deck goes... Alright, let's just get these in here. Just the Bonnie Paul, probably not the Areni. I just don't have any ramp, and it costs 8 mana. So 8 is just so much. And then Atali is also a consideration. So let's look at this, and then figure out what 2 cards we want to cut. Royal Eruption immediately stands out as one of the first things that I'd like to potentially get rid of. As far as removal spells goes, Burst Lightning, Flame Slash, Unholy Heat all look fine, along with the Illuminating Lash and the Twin Maw Stormbrood. I just like this just because it deals 5 damage, right? So maybe cut the Royal Eruption. I think I'd rather just not worry about my green stuff. And if I want to play something like one more expensive card, I'll just run the Atali and see what happens. All right, as far as our colors go, our mana is just insanely good. I don't think I need 2 of these tap lands, especially the Elegant Parlor. So let's cut that. I think just having the Sacred Foundry is good enough here. I'm not going to play a Plains either. So this just gives us basically 4 white sources and this, I guess, for potentially casting this. So again, I'm not really considering the Twin Maw Stormbrood at all. Like, I'm just playing the Sacred Foundry because it's free. And then I just want all my other colors to work. And now we got to just figure out our blue and red sources. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue sources. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red sources. So let's just add another blue. I just feel like we have a lot more double blue than double red. Double blue, all of our 4-drops are double blue. But look, I mean, our mana is insane. It doesn't matter. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13 blue, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 red. 13 blue, 11 red. At least our mana's perfect. I'm actually glad that I took the Quantum Riddler just because, you know, we're a little bit light on card draw. Was a little bummed that the Expressive Iteration didn't table. I don't know how good this deck is, but I'll say the curve is solid and the mana fixing is fantastic. And hopefully that's enough to get us to where we need. All right, now before round 1 starts, just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, my Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Big shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate all of your support. Access to the Patreon gives you access to my Discord channel, which I believe is a really great way to join an awesome community of folks also looking to up their limited game. We're already talking about all things Spider-Man. Got to look at the set. Looks okay. We'll see how it plays out. Excited about it tomorrow. And yeah, a lot of different benefits. I do monthly videos, monthly streams. Check it out on the Patreon. All right, on the play here, yep, absolutely keeping this. So a little bit interesting, though. I have a fetch land and a Brainstorm, but I also have an Impetuous Lootmonger I want to play on, too. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. I'm going to lead with Island, I think. So I'm going to get, like... I think I'm going to cast Brainstorm and hide 2 things. And then use the Flooded Strand to cast the Impetuous Lootmonger, I think. Oh, okay. Sure. Oh, I'm going to draw one of these anyways. Okay, we'll take a mountain. We'll go Flooded Strand. Get the Sacred Foundry. Play Impetuous Lootmonger. Discard Mountain. And we get one of these sweet cards. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control perpetually gets +1/+0. That seems pretty good. Robber of the Rich is also not bad on this board. I don't know that the Sunblessed Healer is good. Although it is a way to get back my Impetuous Lootmonger. Alright, let's take Sunblessed Healer. I'm playing for a longer game here. I could have taken Robber of the Rich. But, I don't know. Feels like... Yeah, okay, so they're... I mean, given their deck, I just don't know that the Robber of the Rich is even going to be that strong, you know what I mean? Alright, Phantom Interference is what we have. When this creature attacks while settled... I mean, I'm going to attack. We get to keep up Phantom Interference, and then, I don't know, some combination of, Mind Security. Yeah, I mean... basically counter anything here. Alright, land number 5 would be nice for Goldspan Dragon. It's a Flame Slash. I guess I'll just use that here on the Ox. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this was the guaranteed 2-for-1. But yeah, like... Playing that flyer also could have been very good, I will admit. I'm hoping my opponent just uses a burn spell on the Lootmonger. Just burn it. It's annoying, right? 2/2 first strike? So if they play a thing, then I'm just gonna bounce it. Like that. Play land. Oh, this is perfect. What a great draw. Boom. So now we have Goldspan Dragon plus Impetuous Lootmonger. Our opponent's at 9. I could have just played this, I guess, but I don't know. Still feel like I'm committed to getting value off of this, but that could be wrong. Now, if they kill my Goldspan Dragon, I can sack the treasure for blue. Then I get another treasure. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, I'll get the 2 treasures regardless. But anyways, if they do that, then I will play the Brazen Borrower. And that still allows me to put pressure on my opponent. Now, my opponent actually has way more cards than I do. So, Thalia into Robber of the Rich. Got it. Unnerving Grasp. Holy cow. The thing is, do I even want to do that? I feel like I just want to get the Sunblessed Healer going. Although, I mean, honestly, bouncing this is so strong. Yeah, let's just bounce it. I'm gonna keep this in my hand in case some, like, I am so far ahead here. Like, I am only concerned about, like, a sweeper. So I'm gonna keep this in my hand in case somehow they're playing a red-white deck with a sweeper. I know it's really unlikely, but I just, you know, it's like I'm so far ahead here where, like, because I'm gonna play the Brazen Borrower, they're just dead, right? Like, they clearly can't attack me here. And I just play Brazen Borrower, and that's more than enough damage to kill my opponent. We can also just top deck Burst Lightning. Alright, there you go. You know, some of my control decks typically will have some trouble against, like, the Boros aggro decks, but not this deck. This deck has a lot of cheap interaction where I feel like the last deck I drafted had a lot of trouble with really aggressive decks. This deck can handle those decks much, much better. Alright, 1-0. Very nice hand, and we are on the play, and this is also a very nice hand. Oh my. Turn 1 Tamiyo, let's go. Tamiyo into Malcolm or Lootmonger. Like, this is just all good cheap stuff. I mean, this is like a modern deck, basically. Okay, well, maybe that's going a little far, but it's a good hand.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Okay. Play Malcolm. I mean, presumably they have, like, a removal spell. Oh, it's just a Felia. Okay. I guess I don't need to Unnerving Grasp it just yet. I just attack with both. I could actually flip this now, which is kind of crazy. Oh, we also drew Twin Maw Stormbrood. Alright. What happens if I flip this? Then I can shrink this. I kind of just want to kill the Felia, though. I mean, I guess this is a 2/3. Also, if they flicker this, it's good for me, so. Darkstar Banisher, what do you do? When this creature leaves, I seek a card with the same mana value. Oh, so I get a 1-drop? It is a 2/2 flyer. Oh, so you're giving me a 1-drop? Okay. I mean, I have 1-drop, so... Oh, wait. What? Huh? When this creature leaves the battlefield, the exiled card's owner seeks a card that shares a card... Oh, card type! Wow. That's insane. Okay. We got an Enduring Curiosity? Okay. And we still have these clues to get value at some point. Wait, main phase fetch? Is there a void card or something? What does this do? 1 plus the number of opponents who control an artifact. Okay. Alright, let's play Enduring Curiosity. Velia, okay. Just running it out now, I guess. Let's kill this. This deals more damage, and it's more efficient. Let's attack for 6, draw 2 cards. It's a Brainstorm and an Impetuous Lootmonger. Wow. What a hand. Let's go Brainstorm. Okay, well... I mean, this is why Brainstorm is excellent, right? Let's put 2 of these lands away. Sure. Play this. Play this. Discard this. And, ooh, Icetail Explorer? I have 2 lands in my graveyard. I mean, both these cards kind of stink. I guess we'll do Icetail Explorer. And we'll pass. So I can either get Steam... I mean, I'm going to get a white source because I have the Twin Maw Stormbrood. So we're just going to get a Sacred Foundry here. I suppose Sunfall would be kind of annoying. The Meat Hook Massacre is also annoying. Sure. Yep. At least the Enduring Curiosity stays, right? Alright, so let's fetch this. Get a Sacred Foundry. And there's a land. Okay, so now this is actually kind of interesting. Like, I can try to get maximum value off of this Icetail Explorer. I have 20 cards left. Or I can play the Stormbrood. You know what I mean? I kind of want to just get value. This plus fetch lands looks awesome. Yeah, let's surveil, I guess. Oh, Corey Steelcutter. I'll keep a Tolly. Oh no, this was a mistake! Okay. Oh, that was bad. Oh, I know what I know what I need to do. So I played this, trigger on the stack, crack my clue. Yep. Okay. Well, you can deck yourself very quickly with this, though, so you gotta be careful. Okay, so they're gonna conjure a Naturalize into their hand? Oh, Savage Stomp, sure. Yep. So that is a 5/6. Alright, let's get a Tolly going. Let's hit something nice. Meringue River Regent, and what do you do? Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a rec counter on this at the beginning of your upkeep. If this enchantment has 1 or more rec counters on it, remove a rec... Okay, well, I'm just gonna cast both. Yep. Because I have the Unholy Heat to kill this. Also, they can't kill either of these creatures. They're too big. And it's a really good tempo play. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can flip this next turn for the win. Potentially. Feels like they don't have a ton of good options here. Alright, that's a reach creature. They got Savage Stomp still? What do you do? Flying Double Team. Whenever this creature or another creature dies, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Okay? Because I want to trigger the Spectacle of Destruction here. Alright, we got Phantom Interference, which is excellent. This is 13 damage. Whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent loses 1 life. Okay, so... let's Charring Bite it. Also, I could have just flipped the Itali. I guess flipping the Atali would have been more style points, right? So I could have done that. All right, anyways, we are drawing extremely well with this deck so far. Very smooth draws, always have interaction, still finding a way to stay ahead on cards. So liking this so far, let's keep it going. All right, on the play here, yep, 3 lands keeping. What does this do exactly? This enters tapped, choose a color. When this enters, scry 1 if you weren't the starting player. You may untap this land instead. Ah, so I can play it as a scry land? I'll probably just choose blue, right? I will keep the Brain Surge, actually. Feels like a nice one to have here. I'm going to hold off on the Arid Mesa if I can afford to. Oh, looks like they have a Thoughtseize. Okay. I mean, Thoughtseize is good, but, you know, my hand is fine against the Thoughtseize. Meringue River Regent is maybe the scariest card. Maybe they just take that. Especially if they feel like they have an answer for Malcolm. But Malcolm is the best immediate threat, so maybe they just want to deal with that. So I think it's one of those 2 options. Wow, what did they take? They took Burst Lightning? That is very surprising. So they must have like a really good 2-drop, but I can bounce it with the Unnerving Grasp. So yeah, that is a little bit surprising to me. But they must have a really good 2-mana play that, like a Dark Confidant or something. Nope. This is all weird. Okay. So they can get Tursa or General Crete, the Bolt Bringer. Okay, fair enough. Tursa, sure. Swift Spear's Teachings. Okay, land was really good. I guess we just discard Swift Spear's Teachings. They've taken a lot of damage off their, like, Thoughtseize, Fetch, Shock, etc. Okay. I'm going to cast Brain Surge. They're going to kill the Malcolm, which is fine, obviously. Alright, would like a nice threat here to play if possible. Oh. Can you play lands off of this? Exile the top card of your library. You may play this card. Yes, you can. Okay. And I kind of just don't mind all my lands. All right. I mean, this is really nice, right? Like brainstorm into like all this other stuff is quite nice. Okay, no lands for them. Enduring Curiosity, okay. I can get a Steam Vents. So I can go Brainstorm, Fetch, Enduring Curiosity. But if I draw something better now, maybe I just want to cast Brainstorm now. I think I'm just going to wait. This gives me the most options. Like, we can be pretty reactive to what they do. The thing is, just hard casting Meringue River Region's probably not bad. So I'll respond by casting Brainstorm. Let's shuffle the Mountain back in. And the Flooded Strand. Because I don't have any other things that care about shuffling. Okay. And I do have a second Steam Vents in my deck, which is great. Yeah, and obviously we're just going to take 3 here. I feel like the play here is just to be aggressive. Like, they can't cast anything. Oh, they can hit a land. I didn't know that, actually. Okay. Anyways. Let's get Steam Vents. Let's get Enduring Curiosity. Let's attack. And the question is whether or not I bounce this, because like they have Overlord, but like they have to replay it, and this thing gets turned on next turn anyways. Alternatively, I can just play Unnerving Grasp and Tameo. Those just seem way weaker. Yeah, I'm just playing this. Like, they kind of missed out on some land drops. This gives me so much pressure on board. If they don't kill my stuff, I have Unnerving Grasp plus Tamiyo. If they kill the river region, I still have the Enduring Curiosity here. They might play a defensive Tursa because they're at 8. Goblin Rabblemaster is not very good. Alright, ooh, Impetuous Lootmonger. So let's lead with that. Let's pitch this land. We have Unearthed Screaming Nemesis. Holy cow. I'm gonna take that. Let's play Screaming Nemesis. Alright, they're at 1. Then we play Tammy. Oh, we draw a bunch of cards. So I can even draw like... Wow. Okay, so now we'll just kill the Rabblemaster just in case, because I'm at 11. My opponent's... Oh, wait! I had the kill! I could have just... It's literally a combo in Standard! Oh my gosh. Obviously, I Charring Bite my Screaming Nemesis. I didn't even think about it because the Screaming Nemesis wasn't in my deck. But if I just took a second to think, obviously I just burn my Screaming Nemesis and then my opponent dies. Ugh, Paul. But we'll note, the Brain Surge plus Brainstorm with all the fetch lands so far has been very impressive. Alright, keeping this hand. Opponent on a blue deck with turn 1 Agent of Rafine. Well, you're not stealing anything from me, I'll tell you that much. But I will be stealing something from you. Night's Whisper, okay. Ooh. I feel like I always discard the Swiftspear's Teachings. And I'm going to do it here. Oh my gosh. Time Warp, Stoic Sphinx, or Shieldred. They're obviously all very good. I'm kind of leaning towards taking something on the cheaper side. Because my removal's pretty good, so yeah, let's take Stoic Sphinx. I mean, I suppose I could have gotten rid of one of these removal spells, but... Oh, Swiftspear's Teachings plus the Quarry Steelcutter? That would be nice. I mean, if they kill this, they kill this. It's fine. Kind of looking for lands here, so Thundering Falls, don't fail me. It did not fail me. And next turn I can still play 2 spells, which is awesome. And I can play Warp in the Riddler. This is assuming they play a creature, right? It looks like they're a full-on control deck here. So maybe not. Memory Deluge, okay. I don't know if it's too late. It might be too late, honestly, here. I didn't have an end of turn stop. But I turned on full control. Okay, good. So now I just want to resolve the Stoic Sphinx while I can. Because then it'll have hexproof on their turn. Now, so, like, the only thing that gets me here is a sweeper. Like, Toxic Deluge or Damnation would be very annoying, but I think this plays around more. It plays around counter magic, spot removal, so I like getting the Sphinx out here, and now that it's, you know, hexproof, it's going to be much more difficult for them. Have 5 mana here with this treasure. Let's see what they do. Oh, they drew the Shieldred. That's funny. Alright, well, we'll sack this. And we drew a land, so yeah, this is all kinds of incredible. We can go Twin Moss Stormbrood, or Charring Bite, rather. Play a land. Let's warp this in. So much value. Oh, I can... What? You know what's funny? I can actually... Hold on. I can go 3 to my opponent's face. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know, I actually think it's correct to move this here and get them to 3. Then the Illuminating Lash kills them, right? Alright. So my opponent's at 3 life and I have an Illuminating Lash. This is looking very good. I have a Brazen Borrower to get something out of the way as well. So it's just a lot for my opponent to deal with. A 5/3 hexproof creature and also a 3 damage burn spell to the face. And by playing both of these, like both of these effects, the token would also kill my opponent. Yep. Yeah, I think their deck was just a little bit, maybe just a little bit too clunky. To the face! Bam! Yeah, I mean, this deck is playing out beautifully, and I'm really happy that I put a pretty high priority on just cheap things to play, and it's making it so that even against, like, full control decks, like Impetuous Lootmonger, for example, just an amazing thing to play early, and your opponent just has to deal with it somehow if they're a full-on control deck, and finding a Stoic Sphinx there was huge. Alright, opponent on the play here, but hey, we got 3 lands and a Flame Slash and a Phantom Interference, so if they're playing an aggressive deck, this hand can certainly keep up. Like if I draw 2 lands in a row, I have a perfect mana curve. Well, I guess I don't have anything to do on 3. But, you know, it's not likely that they're going to play a 1-drop here. And if they don't, then this is a good opportunity to play the Steam Vents tapped. Now, I'm not using the fetch land because I have Brainstorm and Brain Surge. So I'm just kind of holding out on that. I just don't need to fetch. If I really need to Surveil, I'd play it so that I can get a Thundering Falls. But we're not at that point. What do? It's probably absurd. When this creature deals combat damage to your player, if it has fewer than 4 counters, put a counter on it. Then if it has exactly 4 counters, you can tutor. Okay. It's a good one. I don't even know what I would discard to this thing. I'm actually going to pass and keep up Interference here. I can take 2 damage. It's not a big deal. Like, if this could block this, that would be one thing, but I can't, right? Oh, it can't be countered? That's funny. That is incredible. They played a card that I couldn't counter. That's funny. Okay, play the island. I think I'm gonna take 3 here still. Because I want to counter this Lumbering World Wagon. And then I can Nightclub Bouncer the Ayara's Oathsworn. You have a 1-drop? Were you baiting me? Okay, you know what? This is a mighty impressive draw from the opponent. Like, I don't even know what to do here. Holy cow. Oh, man. There you go. It's Toxic Deluge time. Alright. Gotta do what you gotta do, right? I mean, obviously this, like, telegraphs it, but I just want to minimize the damage I take, so I'm still okay with this. So we're gonna get a Thundering Falls here. I mean, we're gonna go to 4, by the way. Oh no, we're gonna go to 3, even. Ouch. I guess I'll take a land. So I can keep up the bounce on Brazen Borrower. No shot you have something here. In Golgari? They have a pump spell? Oh my gosh. That is hilarious. Alright, fine. Well, I'm glad I kept the land, by the way. Menagerie Curator. Okay. What do I want to do? I'm at 3 life. I mean, Nightclub Bouncer doesn't seem terrible. I mean, it's not great. I can also just bounce this with Unnerving Grasp, maybe. Maybe I hit something big. It's Italian's Throne Guard. Okay. This just lets me double spell this turn. Oh. Does this have haste? Okay, I lose. Alright, good beats. I mean, yeah. Just a solid beatdown deck. And Sirach actually destroyed me. Like, Sirach, and then I dealt with the Sirach, and then they reanimated it. And once they did that, they like, forced me to use removal, which I had, but then they just, like, the extra cards that they got out of that, with the Aganosaur Rex, like, solid draw from them. 4-1. Alright, opponent on the play here. I mean, this hand is certainly very solid. We have 2 lands, Burst Lightning, Malcolm, Corey Steelcutter. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna scry with this. Untap? No, I'd like to scry. I'll keep the land. Just so important to find a land there. Ooh. What do you do? Double team. When you cast your second spell each turn, this creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains flying. Okay. I'm just going to play Corey Steelcutter here. Because with my mana, next turn I can go Malcolm plus Burst Lightning. What happens? What's double team? Oh! I see. Maybe I should have killed it. Alright. I still think this is fine. I mean, they got a free, like, Grizzly Bear type card. I can handle that. Uh-oh. We might see a double spell here. Grim Lavamancer, yeah, they hit me for 4, okay. Oh, triple spell? Lightning Strike, okay, I don't care about that too much. Okay. This is interesting. Like, I can either cast Whip Spear. Do I have other red spells that I would like to cast? I have Disperse Lightning. I feel like I should cast Brain Surge first, interestingly enough. Because I'd rather use a 1 red removal spell than the Swift Spear's Teachings. I didn't find it, so it's fine. I don't need the Atali right now, obviously. And I'm going to attack because they have Grim Lavamancer. So the next creature I play gets what? What is this? Haste and... Oh, Chandra. Holy cow. Okay. They're hitting me. Okay. It's on 5. Interesting. Well, here's the thing, right? If I play Lelia, this thing dies for sure. So I think I should do that, even though Nightclub Bouncer looks more enticing. And maybe I find a spell to play. Like, I lose out on the haste, but... Okay, that's a Flooded Strand. It hurts, though. I don't actually think I want this land. Like, I'm gonna... I just think taking a point of damage is just so brutal. I'm just gonna play Sacred Foundry. This feels like the best opportunity to play Sacred Foundry. Alright, so this is a really, really big turn. If they double spell here, I'm very close to dead. That's Overlord of the Boiler Bilges. They went to the face. Okay, fair enough. So I'm at 2 life, so any burn spell kills me now. Which they probably have, but it is what it is. All right, 10-2. 10-2. Okay. Did they have did they play a land? I think they played a land. Okay, okay. Hold on. Hold on a minute. Okay, so the Grim Lavamancer can obviously kill me. What happens if, like, oh god, there's so many things I can do here. I can go Enduring Curiosity, give it haste. I can go Nightclub Bouncer, give it haste. Bounce, this gets trample, right? So I bounce this, give this trample. Okay, yeah. Well, let's see. If I move this here, this is also lethal, right? So here, they block here 5. They take 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. Oh my gosh, exactly lethal. 2 is not 0, friends. Wow. What a close one. What a close one. I thought against mono red with 2 unknown cards at 2 life, they boiler bilges our face. I thought we were just so likely to just die to a burn spell, but we did not, and we are 5-1. Alright, opponent going first. I'll keep this. I'm on the draw. I have Unholy Heat, Quantum Riddler on 2. All good stuff. I'm not sure if I should play this untapped, but I'm going to. It's just like, if they play a 2-mana card, it's just so good to have kept the burn spell. And if they're playing a slower deck, I think the 2 damage doesn't matter that much. So... I'm just going to do this now, just so I can make sure that I hit my land drops, honestly. Alright, Tamiyo's a good find. That's cute. Ren and 6 to get back their Blood Crypt, but they're playing a... Oh, wow, Verdant Catacombs as well. Holy cow. I have nothing in my graveyard. I mean, this doesn't feel good, but I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna kill the Ren in 6, I think. It's just a really good card draw engine for them. Oh, I don't know if I should have fetched, actually. Maybe I should have played the Steam Vents because I have the Brain Surge. Although it's weird, it's like, I want lands and spells, so the fetch isn't as important right now. Questing Beast, okay. So what do you do when you flip? Oh, I could have blocked and Brain Surged. Well, I'm gonna do a slightly different strategy here. And I'm not sure that it's a good one. Oh, I couldn't block. It can't be blocked. It can't be blocked. Yeah, this is a lot. I'm taking a lot of damage here if they kill this. Alright, good beats. Yeah, this is really tough. Like, the Unnerving Grasp just doesn't do anything, right? I mean, I can shrink this, but it doesn't shrink it by enough. I mean, I just gotta hope they don't have, like, another removal spell here. Man, these Golgari decks are, like, actually... I mean, Questing Beast specifically. Like, I can bounce it, but the problem is they just replay it, right? And then I still can't block it. Alright, well, let's hope to draw land number 6 so I can play Meringue River Regent, I guess. Yeah, I mean, if their hand was like Questing Beast and all kill spells... Oh, it's Murderous Cut, I think? I'm not sure. Please don't have a removal spell, please! I mean, they might be happy trading this if they don't have a removal spell. Oh, yes. Okay. 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 That's the start of our... Like, this was a big cause for concern, right? Just for me dying. Okay, Liliana's absolutely good, obviously.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my things.
Okay.
Sacrifices must be made.
Why did they left mana up? Interesting. Playing this on an empty board doesn't seem particularly strong. I could just choose to bounce my Enduring Curiosity. Oh, Lelia? Okay. I think this comes into play untapped, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, they did have a removal spell. Oh well. Oh my gosh, with Questing Beast! Oh, that is savage. That is savage. Holy cow.
Rather forget.
Wow. Incredible. Alright, now what? I can play a Tolly, but like, they can kill me if I don't hit anything relevant, right? So it's very scary. Okay, what is the other option here? Well, if I play the River Regent, that doesn't work either, because if I bounce both of their things... Yeah, I think Atali's the only play. Alright, here we go! Let's hit, like, big creatures or removal spells. Cruelty of Gix. Oh, I can reanimate a thing. And I can kill the Liliana. What's in my graveyard? Quantum Riddler? Okay.
I'll be back with friends.
So now I have 2 blockers for Questing Beast. Alright. That was a really good Atali. I'm at 3 life. They have Unholy Heat. They have no cards in hand. No cards in hand. They had to have drawn Unholy Heat into another removal spell. I don't think they did. Of course I have to block. Oh, it's a Wooded Foothills. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna play this. And I'm gonna bounce this. Three to 14, Meringue River Regent here. Overlord of the Baelmerg, jeez. The hits just do not stop for my opponent. What are they going to get back? This is big. Liliana, Grist, Questing Beast. I mean, I guess they drew Wooded Foothills that one turn, so that was like the one turn reprieve that we got. But obviously we're going to need to try to close this game out as well if possible. I think we have the tools in our hand. That is a Questing Beast, okay. I'm going to just fire off this Brainstorm here. Oh, I should have done it before. Yeah, oh well. Okay, Nightclub Bouncer is obviously very good. Alright, so what do I want to do? 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 8 mana. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Depending on what they do, I do not mind this position. Okay, so past the combat. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? You top deck the Overlord of the Boiler Bilges? That is absolutely ridiculous. Oh, there is just no justice. God, we just did everything in our power to try to stay stabilized here, and they They top deck the 4 damage burn spell. All right, well, you know, let's... I don't think I have a count... Oh, I'm drawing a Thundering Falls. Yeah. That's disheartening. That's really funny. All right, whatever. It's okay. We've drawn well. They had a solid Jund deck, and they drew out of it. So that happens. You know, we've been drawing mostly well as well. I like our deck a lot. We're 5-2. Good thing it's just Cubedraft. You always can top deck into it, right? Like, I thought once I Atali'd into all that action, like, I was looking really good, but... In fact, we were not really good. Gonna keep this hand 3 lands, Brainstorm, Fetch, Flame Slash, Bouncer, Atali. Gonna lead with the Forsaken Crossroads on blue and get a Scry in. Obviously want a second blue for the Nightclub Bouncer. Man, that was a brutal way to lose. I even had, like, Phantom Interference, just, like... obviously things were really fishy when they just didn't play Questing Beast, right? Like, if they play Questing Beast, we just win the game there. I don't think... I mean, I have a Flame Slash already. I don't think I'm interested in another burn spell there. Right, Bloodstained Mire, turn... You're gonna crack turn 1? You got a 1-drop? Nope. People are just really afraid of Stifle effects, I guess. Vorinclex into the graveyard. Alright. Luminarch Aspirant, sure. I wonder if I'm supposed to wait on the Brainstorm. Probably not. Let's just like, I don't think I want this Atali. Oh, never mind. I do want this Atali. This is all lands. Well, that was a good Brainstorm. Then now we get Thundering Falls. Unnerving Grasp. I don't think I want it. I have a bounce spell already. Like, I'm more interested in, like, card draw spells, counter spells. I have a Nightclub Bouncer to bounce. Like, and even getting a land, getting me one step closer to Atali seems stronger. So... There is a Glissa. I'm going to main phase this so I don't get reprieved. Now we have Goldspan Dragon, which is great. They can't replay the Glissa either, which is fantastic. Buys us the time that we need to get to Atali. Thraben Inspector, okay. Well, I sure hope they don't kill this thing. Oh, even worse. We just got Mana Tide out of the tournament. Oh, man, that feels bad. Classic full 3-color Mana Tide. I think they're like... They're green, white, splash, black is my guess. I don't know. Maybe they're just full on Abzan. Who knows? You know what I do know, though? You know what I do know? I know that I'm extremely annoyed.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Yep. Alright, Atali. Do your worst. Oh, that was literal. Well, I need to pay mana. Okay. How do I? I don't know how to do this. Oh, I can just decline. Okay. I was like, my brain too small. I can't figure this out. Somebody help me. I need an adult. All right. Well, we put 17 power on the board. It's the last thing that we did, but it was a very good thing that we did. Holy cow, they also put 12 power on the board. Okay, well, it's very good, I guess. I just need to find a big removal spell. Oh man, this is really awkward because, like, yeah, no, this is still fine. Like, land for the Tully's good, but this gets me a treasure. Okay. Oh, Primal Might. There's Prime Time as well, but I can't cast it. And there's also Intrepid Adversary. I mean, Primal Might certainly seems very good. Okay, so we do this for 4. I'm at 18. I want to kill the Gargaroth, I think. What do you do? That's fine. It costs 8 mana. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Full on aggro here. All right. That was a really, really good loot monger. Also, it Tully tramples. I don't know if they wanted to block like that, but... Where did my Tully go? There it is. All right, they're at 5 life, and I have all these attackers. I'm going to block with my first striker here because I want to have 3 lethal flyers. Kogla, okay. So they get to kill a flyer. So then they have to block the Overlord. And they go to 1. Alright. I guess I'll play it. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna let them hit me. They're gonna kill themselves. I love it. Boom. Go out on your own terms. Alright, that was really close. I will say that Atali, you know, even when I missed on my side, it was still very, very impressive. So happy that I chose to play that as my top end threat. Alright, playing for a trophy once again, 6-2. Let's make it back to back. Alright, on the play here. Absolutely keeping this. We have Corey Steelcutter on 2. Would like to find a play on turn 3, possibly. So, gonna get the Thundering Falls here just to try to find something I can play. What do you do? Oh, that card's pretty good. Alright. Bomad Courier? That's not what I want to see. That's mega interesting. I'm not sure that I want it, though. Oh, Impetuous Lootmonger. That I want. Alright, FOMO, Terror of the Track. FOMO is pretty nice just because it also just acts as a really good blocker. So I'm going to take that. And the Lootmonger obviously insane here just because I can block. Never mind, I can't block. Whoo! Look at this! 1 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's, Jesus. Is this a may? No, it's a must. I mean, I certainly need to play it. I just don't know what to discard. I think it's actually just Corey Steelcutter. As much as I like Corey Steelcutter, I feel like that's what I need to discard. Just because, like, next turn, I'm not really doing the Steelcutter thing. I'm gonna bounce something, probably. I'm just trying to stay alive, right? Nightclub Bouncer is gonna be fantastic. Please just don't have another stupid 1-mana removal spell. They sure did. Oh, that's frustrating. Okay. Well, I mean, this is basically like a constructed start, right? 1-drop, 2-drop removal spell, turn 3, 1-mana removal spell. Okay, well, fortunately, they didn't play something here. Holy cow. Let's get a Steam Vents. There's the Brainstorm. Yep. The thing is, they can get this back, so... Okay, that's fine. Okay. Alright, they can't attack me, and this is now what we have. Alright, so Brainstorm plus Lelia is quite strong. So why don't we do that? And I want to keep a land on top. Let's keep Island on top. Okay. Oh, I should have kept the land in my hand just in case. The way I'm doing it this way, the reason why I'm doing it this way is like, now that they have a Bitter Blossom in play, I'm kind of interested in just putting maximum pressure on their life total. Also, Tamiyo can flip next turn if I just cast the Quantum Riddler. Seems not bad. Oh my gosh, Hellrider was like the worst possible. Fair enough. Okay. I mean, they are at 7 life though. Because I can draw 2 cards off of this. Wow, Goldspan Dragon? Okay. Am I supposed to play that instead? I mean, it's an incredible blocker. I'm thinking, okay? I'm thinking, this is big. Because I can also play I can play land Quantum Riddler, draw 2, then exile this, then shrink all their stuff. That still seems better. Oh yeah, look at what we found too. Alright. So I'm at 8 life. I mean, this is still very dangerous, of course. They have 2 cards left. Jadar doesn't do it. But we'll see. Remember, I have Burst Lightning, and I can go to the face with that. What do I have in the graveyard? Nothing. And not all of their stuff can block, so that's also something to keep in mind. Also, they have a Bitter Blossom. So I just need to get 2 damage in. Attacking with Bloodsoaked Champion makes sense because they can just get it back. Because it's got a raid. Oh, I didn't expect that. Okay. All right. So if I attack with both, I drew a land, so that's something as well. If I kill the Hellrider, this is actually not too bad. I attack with both. They block with both of their flyers. Oh, no, they're just dead, right? Return target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard to your hand. If it's a green card, add 1 mana. So I can Burst Lightning. I can get them down to 1. Okay, so let's attack. It's a Brazen Borrower. Okay, whew.
Use the past to plan for the future.
All right. Losing to your own Bitter Blossom. A classic way to lose. But my opponent had a really, really nice, aggressive deck. Good reach, great curve. and we barely beat them just because we were able to kind of turn it around on them, and we picked our spots to be aggressive too, especially with the Bitter Blossom on their side. So there you go. Another nice 7-2 victory. You know, blue control decks are kind of my jam. This one was not quite as controlling as the last one. It had a lot more cheap interaction. It looks like more people are looking to be aggressive, and I don't blame them just because, you know, if everybody's doing control and they go too deep on trying to out-control each other, then going full aggro is certainly a very, very reasonable strategy. Now, if you take a look at this deck, though, I actually had a really good curve, right? I mean, plenty of things to do early. Look at all my 1-mana spells. I only had the Atali as my really good, expensive late game card. But outside of that, everything was cheap. But I was still able to just interact with my opponents and still have enough juice in the late game to draw a bunch of cards. So really, really happy with how this deck played out. And Quantum Riddler was very, very impressive. It's just so solid. Good early, good late, draws you a ton of cards. So I'm actually very happy with my decision to take this card, especially because we didn't have that much top end, right? If I already had like 2 5s and 2 6s, then maybe I take something else. Maybe I take the Mind Stone, but at the time, I just feel like the Riddler was the right pick, and it ended up working out for us. So there you go. 2 cube drafts in a row. Trophies in both of them. Very, very happy, but also at the same time, very excited for what's in store for the Omen Path set coming out for the early access event. That's going to be coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned. It should be a lot of fun. But until then, I want to thank all of you for watching. Really appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel, I do have a Patreon. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. Once again, a special shout out to all the patrons. Really do appreciate all of your support. Also, check out TCGplayer.com for all your Magic the Gathering singles and sealed product needs. Whether you want some booster boxes or singles for your constructed decks, check out TCGplayer.com. Hit that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out HeavyPlay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want top-of-the-line deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, life pads, and more, go to HeavyPlay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.